right, agents, man, do I have a hell of a topic here to talk about. We're going to be talking about ACA versus Medicare contracting. Got this from an agent. Hey, here's what they're asking me. What are the demographics differences between those two? How about commissions? Okay, how about the actual contracting process and certification process? All right, so if you're a newer agent and even if you're an experienced agent, doesn't matter. If you're considering ACA and or Medicare, this is a must-watch video for you. All right, but before I even get into this, you owe me. Okay, do me a favor. Click on the thumbs up. All right, I need to share this video around. Number 2, comment if you need to comment. Send me an email if you need help with contracting. I'd be glad to help you out. And number 3, please subscribe to my channel. We are 60 subscribers away from hitting the 6,000 mark. And then we're going to try to hit 7,000. And we're just going to shoot for 10,000. Do me the favor, guys. Please help me grow. All right. So let's get into the question. So what the heck is the question again? ACA versus Medicare contracting. What are the differences? Okay. So I guess let's focus on the product first. Okay. So I'm going to do a little screen share here with you guys. This video is being sponsored by Agent CRM. Agent CRM is a CRM that I use for my agency for every line of business: auto, home, life, commercial, Medicare, and ACA. It should be the CRM that you use too. Click up here to get some more information. All right, so let's get in here and we're going to do a little T-chart. Okay, so let's get into ACA versus Medicare. Okay, so the first thing we're going to discuss is let's talk about the demographics. Okay, so we're talking ACA. 99% of the time, it's going to be for people that are 64 and under. Okay, for Medicare, 99% of the time, you're going to be talking about 65 and over. Okay, there's some exceptions to these rules. I do have some 65-year-olds that have no Medicare. They can't get it for whatever reason. And I do have them under an ACA plan. And then there's people that are under 65 that have had a disability and they've been on the SSDI for 2 years and they have Medicare. So there's exceptions, but these are the rules. Okay. So these are the demographics. Okay. They're both great. I mean, both of these people need health insurance. Okay. These people are going to have Medicare, and then you're going to help them with either a Medicare Advantage plan, or you're going to put a supplement with a PDP. So let's talk products. Okay, I think that's also important. Okay, so for an ACA client, well, you're going to offer them an ACA plan. Okay, ACA plans do not cover dental and vision, so you're going to add a dental and vision plan. And then we're going to add a HIP policy, which is a hospital indemnity plan. Okay, this helps cover their out-of-pocket. So these plans have a deductible and an out-of-pocket. Okay, the out-of-pocket is their most that they'll pay for one person in one calendar year. Okay, sometimes I've seen them as low as $900, and they've gone as high as $8,000. What a hospital indemnity plan does, it will reimburse them some money if they're in an accident, whatever benefit amount you choose. The higher the benefit amount, the higher that dollar amount, the more expensive it is. And then you can add or upgrade that policy to also include hospitalization. That way, if they're hospitalized due to a sickness, it'll write them a check for whatever benefit amount you selected. So at a minimum, let me put a 1 here, 2, 3 products. Okay. The 4th product, which I think is huge, is you can add life insurance. Okay. If you're a P&C guy like me, well, you're going to also want to add auto and home. That's 5 and 6. That's a ton of products for ACA. Okay. That's a lot. All right. Let's get over here for Medicare. For Medicare, you're either going to offer them an MAPD. That's a Medicare Advantage plan. Or you're going to offer them a Medicare supplement, and you're going to pair that with a prescription drug plan. Okay. All right. So one or the other. You can't do both. You can't do this one and that one. Okay. Now, If it's an MAPD, I add a hospital indemnity plan to this all the time. Very successful at adding it because it does what it does over here. It helps the insureds in this scenario with with a hospital copay, with a ER copay, and also with a ambulance copay. And then I upsell this thing and I add cancer. Okay, it's a defined benefit for a life-threatening cancer of anywhere between 1,000 to 20,000. Pick the amount and we're rocking it and rolling. Now, at that time of the appointment, you're pretty much limited to this. Okay, you can always come back later. If you do med sup, oh, I forgot one here. I'm sorry. If you do med sup, you're going to add dental and vision because it doesn't have dental and vision over here. These MAPD plans are embedded with a dental and vision benefit. They also have a hearing benefit. Okay, so you would do that. Okay, you can always come back later and do everything else like I do. You can go ahead and add life or final expense. Okay, and auto and home. All right, pretty cool. Okay, so you got to be thinking, well, which way to go? If I were a new agent, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go both ways. Depends on my client. Okay, if I'm only dealing with seniors, well, okay, I'll just get Medicare. But what if you have a senior with a spouse in the house that is under 65? You're going to have to do an ACA policy for them. Or what if you have an ACA policy for an insured and they turn 65? Well, then you can be prepared for Medicare. All right, so you can do both of those. I think that is huge, guys. I think agents should handle both of them. All right, I'm trying to think here of what else. The demographics, and then the products. All right, let me do a little erasing here. Right. Let me clear this out. You know what? I should just clear it all out. Nope. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's clear all my drawings. Okay, here we go. We're back to the drawing board. All right, let's go back over here and let's do ACA again. And let's do Medicare. All right, so contracting. Okay, contracting. Okay, so let me put contracting over here. So what does contracting look like? Well, with ACA, you're going to choose all the carriers in your state, all carriers. Okay, you'll see here why in a minute. All the carriers in whatever state you're selling. With Medicare, we usually tell the agent start off slow, don't bite off more than you can chew. You're going to start off with maybe 4 to 5 of the major players, major carriers, like UHC, that's United Healthcare, Aetna, Humana, Cigna, maybe WellCare. It depends on your area, okay? All right, so you would choose them all. We would also get you set up with dental and vision and all the other carriers, okay? But here's the key. This is what I'm going to focus on next. Certification. Oh, get ready. I'm writing with my mouse, guys, so my handwriting's not that good. ACA, there's 2 kinds of certifications. If you are in a federal state, and there's about 30 of them, like Texas and Florida, these guys work with the federal exchange, which is healthcare.gov. Okay, you need 1 certification, and it's done on portal.cms.gov. Takes you maybe 1 to 2 hours. Okay, you have I think it's a 10-question test, and you got to score 70. Pretty easy. And then it'll work for all of the states, okay, that are federal states that you are licensed in. Then, if you're in a state-based exchange like California, Colorado, and I think we're up to 17 of those states. Georgia in 2025 is switching from a federal to a state. So there's movement happening there. What happens in those state-based exchanges is you're going to do their certification and you're going to use their quote and enrollment tools. Okay. Now, my understanding of state-based exchange certifications is they're lengthy. I think Colorado's like 8 hours. California is maybe 2 hours, but you've got to do every state exchange, and it's not easy. With Medicare, this is why we recommend 4 to 5. You're going to go take what's called AHIP. This is a beast of an exam, guys. All right, it's 5 modules. You got to pay a lot of attention to them. Okay, and you got to score. There's a 50-question test, and you got to score 90. Okay, it's not easy. Then after you take AHIP, you got to certify with each carrier. This is why we tell you guys, slow your roll. Don't bite off too much that you can chew. Start off with these because you're going to have to go to United, transmit your AHIP, and then do their certification. Then you're going to do the same for all the other carriers. So you have to make sure that you're not signing up with 9 carriers and 9 certifications and you can't get through it. Now, if you're book smart and you're good with this stuff, we'll get them all. We don't care. Just get them all. All right. You're rocking and rolling there. Okay. So we've got those topics that we've discussed. Demographics. We talked, no, I can't even remember what the second one was. Demo products. That's what it was. Demo products, contracting, and certification. Now, let's get into the money, honey. Show me the bacon, right? ACA, Medicare. All right. I'm going to give you just some rough numbers on the ACA. Numbers are all over the board with, well, first of all, ACA pays per member per month. There's one carrier that pays a percentage of the commission. It's a very localized regional company, but most of them will pay you per member per month. And on average, you're going to see anywhere between $23 to $28. Well, I take that back. $20. I have a carrier here in Texas that it's Blue Cross, and on a specific plan, we get $20. So let me redo this thing. So 20 to 28. So it depends on the carrier. It depends on your location, where the insured is, and it depends on the plan that you select. Okay, so I'm going to run some numbers for you, on average numbers, and I'm going to lowball this thing. If you have 100 members, you're making about $24K a year. 200 members, $48K a year. 400 members, $96,000 a year. I think I was saying a month, a year, guys. I'm annualizing these commissions. If we do Medicare, okay, Medicare is paying, oh, now I got to remember, 616 new business and 313. If it is somebody new to Medicare, you know what? I'm going to check. So I give you some good numbers here. Give me 1 minute, guys. Now, these numbers change every year and I keep forgetting. 2025 comps. Here we go. 626 and 313. There we go. If they're new to Medicare, 626. If they are, I'm going to call this renewals, what was it? 313. There we go. $313. So I'm going to lowball this thing. So let's say that you have 100 clients. You're making $31,000 a year. 200 clients, you're making $62,000 a year. 400 clients, man, $125K a year. All right, now I'm not even talking about the money you can make with dental and vision, and I'm not talking about the money that you can make with the indemnity plans that you can offer and all those other extra products that you can sell. You want to know everything about ACA or Medicare? Click up here to get my ACA and Medicare smart books. So I'm thinking, if you see this, you're going to do it, both of them. Okay, or maybe you just want to focus on it, either or, whatever works for you. Because again, this is your agency that you are building. How freaking awesome is that? All right, so down below, guys, before you go, I've got my ACA 101 course. I'm updating it. Number 2, I have my smart books for ACA and Medicare. Number 3, I've got some marketing stuff for you guys. If you want to learn how to advertise on Facebook, all right, check them out. And also, finally, guys, I've been preaching, you must have your AC, you must have a CRM. I use AC Agent CRM exclusively, and I love it. I got 9 people, it's $97 a month. If you use my link, and then that includes every single person that I have here. Okay, I just added 2 more employees, so we're up to 11 now. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to have a CRM. It's a communicator between you and your contacts, clients, leads, whatever it is. I have created workflows for Medicare and ACA that you will get if you use my link. So got to get it. All right, guys, aside from that, do me a favor. Again, give me some love. Make sure you like this video, comment down below. I respond. And finally, subscribe if you are not a subscriber, and share me, guys. All right, I appreciate it.